Welcome back to Bloom. There is a new push to humanize healthcare, which means fostering a supportive environment built on empathy, dignity, trust, and understanding between patients and providers. Here to explain are family medicine doctors, Dr. Abdel Jibawi and Dr. Mohamed Jibawi, known as Dr. AJ and Dr. MJ. Welcome to Bloom, doctors.
Thank you so much for having us.
So you guys really reach out to patients 65 plus in that age group, because that's the age group where we're really realizing we do not have a lot of time left, but it's time to live it to the fullest. So how do we do that?
That's a great question. I mean, it really depends on the connection between the doctor and the patient. You know, I feel like medicine these days, a lot of patients are scared to go to the doctor. They're scared of results. They're scared to get, you know, certain illnesses or diseases. But the reality of it is, if you have a good connection with your patient, you can help extend their life. And we always focus on adding more years to our life, but the reality is, how can we add life to our years?
I love that.
So that's something that my brother and I focus on, and that's why we have the DocTok podcast.
And when you have like a close connection with your patients, they trust you. So a lot of the times, doctors are in and out so fast, so patients don't get to really open up, and you know, we forget about the mental aspect, right? So when you motivate, so for our patients, when they lose weight, we throw them a party.
I love
you know,
that.
we clap for them, we do an event. And so like these little small things make a huge difference. And then results, imaging, call them, talk to them, give them a plan, what to do. We're so focused on the word diet, exercise. When you're 70 years old, what does diet and exercise mean? So like break it down for them.
And is this what you talk about on DocTok, which is a play on TikTok? It's just with Doc in front of it.
Yes.
So you're giving these like bite-sized health nuggets that people can apply every day, because that's really what it's all about. Whenever I try to do anything too extreme, I fail at it.
Absolutely.
But if I'm doing this consistent exercising, consistent diet, you know, consistent friendships and all that kind of thing, it really makes a tremendous difference.
You want to relate to the patients. A lot of times, you know, there's a lot of topics, medical topics online that anybody can find. A lot of them are boring and kind of really hard to kind of digest. But if you make it into a funny way, a relatable way for patients, they look at it a lot longer, they understand a lot more. For us, honestly, it's accountability for our patients. I feel like if we hold our patients accountable, where they don't want to let us down, we give them a great plan for exercise and weight loss, and their plan is like, I got to make Dr. AJ and Dr. MJ happy. How can I make sure that they're happy with our results? And we push for that. Falls is a big problem in our community.
I mean, somebody has a hip fracture, their life goes down so fast. The most important thing that I tell my patients is, I'm going to treat you the exact same way I'm going to treat my parents. So if I have to be hard on my dad or on my mom, I'm going to be hard on you to push you. And patients feel comfortable once you tell them that, you know, as they feel like you're their child, so that you can advise them the right way.
And it's all about, I always say, you know, motion is medicine, you know, motion is medicine. Strength equals independence. And what does that mean? The majority of patients start depending, over 65 and older, they start depending on other people, their neighbors, their kids, to help them go shopping, help them, you know, find food or cook. But if you have strength, that gives you full independence. You can go do your own shopping. You can go to the gym. You know, be part of a social club. We focus so much. A lot of patients hang out with the same people their age.
Right.
Hang out with younger people. Keeps you alive.
I like
keeps you
that.
active.
Yes.
I do
You know what
love
I'm saying?
that.
Use social media, FaceTime, TikTok. Get on. You know, keep active, keep engaging. Join walk clubs. I have a lot of patients that, you know, 10 women every Wednesday morning they go for a walk. You know, so this is something that keeps them going, keeps them active, and it's all about that independence, really.
Even if you hate leaving the house, get a Peloton.
Yeah.
Sit on the bike at home. A lot of my patients, they can't do treadmill, or they can't. You got a pool. You live in Florida. Get out there, swim. Exercise. Use the bike. Get motion. You know, oxygen is transported through blood, and the muscle will not function without that. So you got to stay active to keep the muscle strong. You know what I mean?
I love that.
Exactly.
And I want to circle back. You guys talked a bit about bone health, and you might have heard me talking about it at the top of the show today, that, you know, a lot of times you think, oh man, I got this result and this is doom and gloom. I took my bone scan to my doctor and she was like, I got a plan.
Yes.
Hormone replacement therapy, this, you're going to do this. In 1 year, I was able to reverse it by 2 points. So
no one believes that. That's the thing.
And no one believes it.
No.
But medicine has so many, there's so much more knowledge and
100%.
advancements out there
Absolutely.
that you can turn your health around just by going and having a relationship with your doc.
Exactly. But you said, I mean, you played your part, though. again, we go back to accountability. You did your part. You listened to your doctor. You did exactly what she asked you to do, correct? And that's why you'll see results. But you can't expect to see results if you don't put in the effort. As doctors, we can be captains of the ship, but in reality is you're the one that's completely in charge. You know, we can tell you
and
what
medications too. So patients are always looking for the fastest fix ever. Give me a medication, let me feel better. Why do that? Let's go natural. And if it fails and we have no choice, then we can go down that route. But let's avoid that at all costs. Like you said, you had osteoporosis, osteopenia. You fixed it with physical activity, vitamins, changing your food, sleep habits. Sleep habits is huge. Our elderly take naps all day. And it takes 45 minutes to get into REM. So if you're sleeping for 3 hours, you're not sleeping at night, you're tired in the morning, you're not exercising, everything changes.
It does.
That is, and little hacks like that. Like I wouldn't have even thought about that, but you're changing everything just by your nap schedule.
Absolutely.
100%.
I love it. So how do we find you guys, your podcast?
Fantastic. So we have over 100,000 subscribers on YouTube now. We hit over 100,000.
Good for
You can
you.
put DocTok podcast. So check us out.
One of our videos hit 104 million views. So
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
And do you think it's just because you guys are just like straight talk?
Yes.
Yeah,
Make it
absolutely.
fun.
They
Just
love that.
Make it relatable. Don't use big words. Patients hate big words.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just make it relatable. Let them understand, because at the end of the day, it's for them, not for us. We know the words. They need to understand
Absolutely.
I love that. Well, congratulations
Thank you so
on
much.
your
Thank you.
successes,
Thank you so
and
much.
I really appreciate you coming on Bloom to share your
course.
advice with our
Thank you
viewers.
so much. That was
Thank you.
amazing.
All right.
Thank you
for
guys.
having us.
Well, we're
Thank
going
you.
to share all of this advice on Bloom Tampa Bay